So what's the first step? Go to text, select number here, drag and drop. So this is the first one. Again, continue the process. Go to text, number, the second one. So now what happens? I'll just show you my phone to you. So all of you just yeah. Is this visible to everyone? My video mode?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So see, this is how I can see the emulator on my mobile phone. So what is what displayed here? What was on your layout, and what is going to be what is there on my mobile phone? Can anyone?
A colored screen, ma'am.
Yeah, colored screen. Fine. Only that is visible.
And is that program too, ma'am?
Yeah.
On the touch.
Purple color. There's a program too. Entire screen is a white color screen. But are you able to see anything other than that?
No, ma'am.
So is there any single line here? A single line?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any a single line here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So only Akanksha is only this is visible to Akanksha, or is it visible to everyone?
It is visible, ma'am.
I think it is visible to everyone. Yes. So you can also respond. It's like not only for Akanksha I'm teaching for everyone. So you can respond. See, in your while designing your layout, you just dragged and dropped two edit text views. But here only one is visible. Yes. So why it is like that? So go back. Yeah. So now go to your screen. Yeah. So see here. I think yeah. Click on the first one. First edit text. Now right click on this, and here there is an option. Center. Select it and select horizontally in parent. Yes. So we are just constraining it. This is called constraining. So now again click on it, right click, center, and select now vertically in parent. Yes, vertically in parent. See, we have constrained this edit text. Now wherever you want to move, you can move it. It's your wish. So I'll just move to here and I'll place it here. Understood? Now in the same way, go for the second one. Repeat the process. Right click, center, horizontally in parent. Yes. Now again right click, center, vertical in parent. Yes. So now wherever you want, you can move this. After doing this, just see what is the change. So same way. I'll just again go back to Microsoft Teams. So, oh, one second. It comes. I just need to run it. Yeah, run it. So the output will be displayed on my phone. A minute. Yeah. So is this visible now? Guys, is my screen is visible?
No, ma'am.
Oh, bad network quality. Yeah, what is visible now here?
Two lines, ma'am.
Two separate lines. Yes or no?
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Two separate lines. Before, how it was?
Single line.
Single
Yeah,
line.
before you created two edit texts, but both were merged and placed at the top left corner. So and both were merged, but now after constraining it, so both are separated, both the views are separated. So this is what the use of that is clicking on the particular view and right click on center and horizontally parent, vertically parent. So this is a use of that. Okay, so done. Now, so two edit texts are displayed now. Now my next step is, yeah. So what I want next, I want buttons. So what I do, go to buttons. Yeah, go to buttons, drag and drop. So see here, in the same way. So whatever the buttons you drag and drop, so how many buttons you want, we require 4 buttons for this. So after you just drag and drop all the 4 buttons, again when you run the code, all the 4 buttons will be merged and placed in one place. Okay, in one location on the layout. So to avoid it, even continue the same previous procedure even for buttons too. This is very important. Note down this point. So now, so what to do? Right click on the button, click on the center and select horizontally in parent. In the same way, right click on this, so go to center, vertically in parent. Yes, so this is the first step. In the same way, I create all the 4 buttons because one is for each operation. Okay, that is plus, minus, multiplication and division. So in the same way, select all the 4 buttons. I'll just drag and drop here, right click, go to center, horizontally parent, right click. This is a very important step. So whomever practice this at your homes, please note down the point. So you need to constrain, center, horizontally in parent, select, center, vertically in parent. Where it gone? Yeah, you can move it. That's okay. However you want, you can place. So again, go to button. I want one more button. Place it somewhere here. First constrain it. Right click, center, horizontally in parent. Same way, right click, center, vertically in parent. So now drag and drop. So this is not visible. This is not proper. So I'll just adjust here. See, whomever who knows MAD very well, so you can start doing it. But these basics are the freshers, like whomever don't have any idea. So follow my steps. Yeah. So is this done? So everything is done. The buttons are placed. See here, the first box is for taking the first number. The second one is for taking the second number. And these 4 buttons are for all the 4 operations. And finally, I want one more, which is to see the result. So now Go to text. I'll just select a text view and I'll place somewhere here. Even for text view, follow the same previous procedure. Go to center, right click on that, go to center and horizontally in parent. Again, right click, go to center, vertically in parent. Yes. So it came somewhere here, right? Now, what you need to do, drag it, place it anywhere on your screen. So I'll place somewhere here. Yeah. So see here, I think, is this layout is visible for everyone? Is this layout is visible for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Now, the next step is, so everything is, all the layouts are done. Now, for each and every thing here, every view here, so you need to give a ID, the next step. Okay, so click on the first one. So edit text. So you can see attributes here. In this right corner, you can see the attributes here. So very important, just put a star for that. So just click on the ID, just go back. So you can give any name here, any ID you can give, but this is very important. So I'll just a simple ID here. What ID here? Yeah. So this is a edit text view. So I'll give E T and this is a edit text for number one, first number. So I'll give name as num1. Okay, enter. So here it is asking for refactor. Yes, yes. So the name has been changed. The name has been changed, but it is not visible. That's it. But while in Java code, it will be imported. Okay. So now this is done, right? Go to the second one. Same way. Go to ID. Give a name. ID. Give a ID. E T. It is my convenience. You can give as your convenience. You can give any ID there. Okay, it's not like ma'am is giving et num1 num2, even I should also give. No, you can give any ID here, ID name here. So I'll give, previously I gave et num1, right? Here I give et num2. Okay, enter. So it will ask for refactor. Yes, refactor. So go to button. Same way, even for a button, give ID. So I'll give btn add button add. So yes, refactor. So go to the second one. Go to the second one. Same way, btn sub. Ma'am, what's the need of this? For writing the Java code, you'll understand. While writing the Java code, you'll understand what's the use of this. Then give the name btn di multiplication, mul, refactor. And finally, for this last button, give btn div. Yeah, refactor. What something error is there? Once again. Yeah, it's okay. Buttons up. Oh, this is not see here. You can see here there is a red color. Remaining all it is a yellow color one, but this is only a red color one. So red color indicates there is any error here. So if you click on it, place your cursor, it will show. Yeah. So I have missed something. Center horizontally incorrect. Yeah. This is buttons up. This is button Yeah, button mark. Yeah, done. So I have missed horizontally pair constraining it. So it was showing an error there. So fine. So this is done, right? So now instead of this name button for all the four, so I'll just change it. Click on the first button. So see here, you can see a text. You can change it here. So is it visible here? So text, if you change the name, instead of button, I'll just give caps, all caps, add. Yeah, see, it has been changed. So button has been changed to add. In the same way, click on the second one. So click here in the attributes, here in the right corner. So in the attributes, go for text. So select this, delete it, backspace, and give SUB. Yeah, done. So in the same way, go for the third one. Go for the third one. Select it. Say MUL, multiplication. So either you can give the words like this, or you can use names like this, or you can use the operators itself, plus, minus, star, and slash symbol. You can use it, division. So it's your wish. Yeah. So see here, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So all the buttons are ready now. So text view, I'll just change it. So I'll just instead of text view, I have given ID. Yes or no? No, I have not given ID. I'll just say TV text view result. So I'll just give the name ID for this text view as text view result. Okay, refactor. Yeah. Now, instead of this text view, I'll give the name as answer NSWER. Yeah, this is my answer where I can see the result. At here, this is too low, right? I mean, the font size is very less. So what to do is, see here, either you can go for coding part here, and yeah, see here, the text view. Here itself, you can give the size. So for giving the size, so what is the code? Go to the code, and here itself you can say, if you type size, it comes, yes or no. If you want to increase the font size. Hello. So reply me.
Yes,
How,
ma'am.
yeah, how to increase the font size. So go to the code and type size. So automatically it shows Android size. So there also you can change it, or else you go to design part. So look at here. So in the same attributes section, so beside this attribute, there is a search symbol, search. Click SIZE, size, enter. Yes. Look down. So text size. So here it is 14 SP. I'll select it as somewhere around 34 SP. Yes, 34 SP. As soon as I give 34 SP, so the size has been increased. Answer. Okay. Guys, done. This is my front end now. That's I said in the starting of the class. Today I'm going to explain you a very simple calculator. Then the next class, so I'll add 1, 2, 3 buttons to this, a dot button to this, a clear button to this, a equal button to this. So I'll do that. Okay. First, I'm going to design a simple one. Okay. So is this clear? Any doubts in doing this?
No.
Yeah. So I'll go for the next one now. So the front end is done. And what is the code for this? Let me check. See here. This is the code for it. Yeah, this is the code. So there are around 94 lines of code. So 94 lines of code automatically when you dragged and dropped all these buttons, texts, edit text, everything, automatically all the code has been generated. So you no need to type the code. Is this clear? So no need of typing the code, anything. So just need to drag and drop, just designing you have to do. So this is your XML file. Okay, automatically everything will be generated. So once again repeating, don't by heart the code. Now learn the concept. Now go to Java part. Okay, so in this Java part, how to write the code, we'll see today. Okay, so in the first program, we have not seen because the first program is all about creating a visiting card. So in the visiting card, only we require a front end. Yes, there were no buttons, nothing. There's no entering some values, nothing. So we just created we just used the designing part XML, that's it. We created a front end, but this program is not like that. So this particular one, calculator, so see here, so upon clicking I'll just go to this. I want only design. See here. So in the first box, I'll enter one number. Second box, I'll enter second number. As soon as I click on add, what happens? So when I give some input in both of the edit text views, so it has to some code should be there in the back end to take the code, to take the values. Yes or no? To take the value, some code should be there. So upon clicking this add, addition should be performed. Yes. So backend something should run, right? So that is your main activity dot Java. So in when upon clicking this main activity dot Java, so already some codes of lines are there. So you need this is just like a syntax. So something is there here already. Now you need to add your code to this. Okay, you need to add your code to this. So here, no need to delete anything here. So make a point of this. Don't delete anything here. Someone is in lobby. Just wait. Just 1 second. Okay, no one. Where I was? Yeah. So program. No need to type anything here. So your work is just don't type anything. Sorry, don't delete anything. Your work is only adding the code to it. Okay. So here, the first step is I'll just declare some variables here. So I'll take variables like num1 because two numbers, right? Num1, num2 I'll take. So I'll take four variables for button and I'll take one more variable for your text view. So how to take variable? So let all the variables be a private. Okay. So first we need to create the variables for each of these widgets. We call widgets. Widgets are which is present in the design part. Okay. So what to do? Start creating the variables. Step one in Java code. Step one is start creating the variables. So now how to create the variables? We'll see here. And private. Private space. So I'll start from the first one. So when you look at the design part, yeah. So this is a edit text one, and this is another edit text, right? So this we call it as a edit text, where you can edit the text. Edit the text is nothing but you can enter the values, right? So the name edit text. So this is a edit text one, and this is another edit text. So I'll do one thing. Private edit text. See here, this is very, as soon as you type edit text, so it displays below, selected, edit text. So any variable you can give. I'll give number one. So enter. In the same way, private. As soon as you type edit, see the capital, it's like case sensitive. Okay, you cannot give lowercase e and all. So as soon as you give uppercase e, then only it shows. Okay, so select edit text and num2. Any variables you can use. Here I am using num1 and num2. You can use any variables. It's your wish. Any name you can give. So to edit text, yes, I have created two variables for it. So why it is private? We call it private because we do not want accessed these to be in other Java files. Okay, so we are calling them as a private class. Okay, so then next private for button, button. Yeah, even button is also present. So if you are doing it for the first, if this button is not present, so what you need to do is just alt enter. If it shows any errors, if you are doing it for the first time, if it shows any errors, just click alt enter so that the button will be imported. The package will be imported. Okay, okay, fine. So button, if it is not present, there itself it will show. So press alt enter for importing. So button. So we have four buttons, right? So that is, oh, see here, it is showing. So click on Android widget button, question mark, alt enter. Yes, I want this, alt enter. So that all the packages related to this will be imported. Okay, here, give, there are four buttons. Here I'll give jadd, just to differentiate between the add, subtraction, multiplication, division, these words which already I have used in design part. So this variable I'm using in a Java program. So to differentiate, that add is not this add. There is no connection between this add and that. So that is just a name of a button, and this is a variable. So to differentiate both, I'm just using J there. So to differentiate, I'm using it J sub, J mul, and J div. Yes. So I have used call this, and okay, one, two, and a button. So is there any other variables required, or shall I stop for declaring the variables? Can anyone please answer?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah. What I need.
Result variable.
Very good. With result variable. So result variable, that it was a text view, right? Add, sub, mul, div are the buttons. Num1, num2 are the edit texts. And your result was a text view. So we have just dragged and dropped a text view, a simple text view. So now what to do? So here, private space text. Here itself it shows what you want. Text view space give J result. Yeah. So yes, this is done. So now, so declaring all the variables is done. So now what's the next step? So the next step is we have created, right? So now we need to assign these variables to the IDs in the XML layout. So remember, so I said that assigning the IDs are very important. So look at here, I'll just go back to your activity main. So look at here for add. What is the ID? What is the ID for add? PTN add is the ID. For sub, for each and every button here, so I have given a ID. Okay. So, and for all the widgets here, I have given a ID. Even for this first line, that is edit text, I have given a ID. ID is ET num1. Okay. Ma'am, should we remember all this? Whatever the IDs we have given, should we remember all this? No need of remembering all this. Why? Because your program will only show everything. So see here. So now enter this override protected void on create. So enter here. I'm just going to type my code. So let's start with, I'll just start with the first edit text view, that is this. So I'll start with this first one. So what should happen here? As soon as you start giving numbers, start entering numbers, so this has to display, yes, and it has to store it somewhere, okay, for the next for addition purpose. So as soon as you type something here, it should be displayed here, okay. So display and add it with the second number. So what is the code for it is, yeah, once again. So yeah, here, call it num1 is equal to, what type of a widget it is? It is edit text type, edit. So all of you concentrate here, okay. So once again, one more thing I need to tell you before this. So see here, before this, before typing that particular line of code, so just click on the project. Where this active main XML is present in this file project, where it is, so see here, there is an app here, down it is, there is a manifest, there's a Java. So Java, this Java contains your Java program. This main activity.java is present here. Okay. Where the code, this activity main.xml file contains, this contains in this res. So in this res, this activity main.xml is present. So see here in the layout, activity main.xml file is present in this res. Res is a resource. Okay. Now, so keep it in your mind. So now go back to the code main.activity java. Okay. So see here, yeah, edit num1, edit text, find that view. What is the view? Edit text is a view. Okay. Find, yeah, as soon as you type find, it shows you. Find view by ID. Understood? That particular name itself indicates, that particular line of code itself indicates what you are going to do there, what it is going to do there. So this num1 will be filled with, so what? So there is a edit text in the design part. So find that view by ID. So where this IDs will be present, where this XML file will be present, the XML file will be present in, where the XML file is present? Can anyone?
Resource.
Very good. The XML file is present in resource. Just understand this line. The rest all lines are same. Okay. So just resource. There it was RES. See here, it is RES here, but R stands for a resource here. So R dot, there is a, it is identified by a, in resource, it is all the widgets, all the views are identified by ID dot. So what was the ID name for the first edit text?
ET num1.
Yes, very good. See, I said no need to remember whatever the IDs you are giving there. Everything will be displayed in your main activity Java. Everything is imported to this. Understood? From your design part to your activity Java code, everything is imported. Now just select it. So select num1. So semicolon, end it. In the same way, you have to do it for num2. Whatever the widgets present on the design part. Which are the widgets? There are two texted edit texts, there are 4 buttons, and there is one text view. So you have to find view by ID. Everything you need to, for this particular, the first line, so you have to repeat for all the remaining widgets also. So for that, what I do is, so I'll just copy the first line. So I'll just paste it. Control V. So what need to change here? I'll just change num2. and num2 is a what it is? It is a edit text, and find the view widget, that is widget, and that is a view. Okay, so find that particular view by ID. What is the ID? So it is etnum2. So where that etnum2 present? It is present in R. That's the meaning of it. In the same way, control V. So these two edit texts are done, right? So now what's the next step? Next is you need to do it for buttons. So J add is equals to, so button find view by ID R dot ID dot. So I think I have given a button add there. Select it, button add, ended. Now, whatever the data you give it to num1, I mean, whatever the data you type it, give it as an input, everything will be stored in num1. So whatever the data you give it in a design part there, so will be stored in num2 variable. Okay, by this same way. So this is for Java add button. Same way, do it for, yeah, second one, subtraction, JSub. And for JSub, what is the button ID? It shows automatically BTN, yeah, BTN subtraction, BTN sub. And after calling sub, what's the next? Multiplication, MUL. And here I type BTN, yeah, select mul. And the last one, it is div, and select BTN D, yeah, BTN D, done. So this is find that view by ID. Where is that ID? ID is in the resource with all these IDs. So this is the first step. So whatever the variables we have created, we are assigning it to the IDs in the XML layout. So how to do it? This is the process. Okay. So now what is the next step? So the next step is, about something should happen back in. Click on button, add button. So two numbers should be subtraction, two numbers should be subtracted, and the result will be should be stored in some sorry, not sure. The result should be displayed on the screen. So how to do it? So let's see that. Okay. So I think there is no doubt in this. So all this. So now straight away I'll just go for it. So is anything I'm missing here, or shall I go for the next step?
Result.
Yeah,
Result.
good. At least few are alert. So even for result also I need to do this, right? So what is the result? I have J result, Java result. J result is this particular variable. It belongs to this Java. The J result. What is this result?